Wham! We're back for another episode of Dirt Dudes UTV podcast.
Yep.
Do we call it that? Do we give it a different name?
Yeah, we might give it a different name.
Gather around the table.
Gather around the table. Gather around the table. We welcome you.
All right, today we're going to be talking about new versus used, buying new side-by-sides versus used side-by-sides, the pros, the cons, experiences, myself, Nick, maybe even a call-in guest, Jake, and get everybody's opinions on the matter. Like, what is the best route to go? Is it worth just buying a used car or going brand new? We'll give our opinions today.
Yeah, definitely. Things to look out for, buying used.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll cover all that.
Got some horror stories for you. So
yeah, some, ups and downs, but, so, yeah, we'll see.
All right. Just recently we did the side-by-side blog Racetober. That was awesome. Those guys know how to put on an event. Great time. Ripped at St. Helen. Nick broke in his L&W Fab. I mean, tell the people what you think of the parts.
Oh, man, the L&W Fab stuff it's awesome. The look of it just changed the car. The high clearance radius rods, the high clearance A-arms, it just makes the car look so much more just gnarly, beefier, so much tougher. And the way that it handled out in the trails, it was tight. It was super nice. No squeaks, no nothing. The car just felt brand new, like that new in the wheel, just video game style. Just it felt Ken
really
Block.
Rigid when you took me for a ride. It just felt so stiff and new.
It did. It's super new. So broke it in, and even at the end of the trail, it still seemed super strong. And same thing with the ITP Terra hooks.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even really ask you about that.
Yeah, those tires were sweet too. So that was like straight hookup out there in the trails, like no joke, man. You just hit the throttle and it grabs and goes. Unbelievable handling. Like,
think you like them more than any other tire you've had so far?
The more I get to drive on them, I bet you I will. Like more experience on how to get them around. Right now, the Coyotes, believe it or not, dude, one of my favorite tires. Just because I've had so much wheel time in them, I knew how to throw it around. But I could tell these Terra hooks, just like you point the wheel and gas it, and it just takes you that direction. Like they hook up and just go.
I will say the Coyotes that come stock on a Turbo S, I've put 4,000 miles on my red one with those on, and I talked a lot of crap about them. And I tried out the Terra Masters now for a while. I've been running those. Switching back to the Coyotes just recently. Wow, I was surprised. I was like, man, this is not as bad of a tire as I thought.
Smooth driving. Like,
it does not like mud. It fills up and does horrible. But besides that, it's actually pretty decent.
Right. Yeah, they are. They're sweet tires.
Heavy as a mofo, though. Those things are like 47 pounds or something crazy. You grab my 33-inch TerraMaster, way better.
Right. Your TerraMasters are good tires, too, actually. They were nice in the race.
Until you ruined the rim.
Yeah,
System 3, man.
Yeah.
Thanks
tire
for warranty.
was great. Rim.
They warrantied it, though. They stand behind the product.
We appreciate you.
But, yeah, that's just a few things that have been happening recently. Let's get into this podcast.
Oh, I was going to ask, how was Racetober? I wasn't able to make it.
Oh. Watch the video, dude.
All right,
you should have been there. You should have been there, dude. Everybody's asking where he was.
I'm sorry.
I would actually just hide behind stuff and laugh like you.
He's over there running away.
There was a lookalike of you there.
Was there?
Yeah.
In a turbo? In the orange turbo?
Yeah, he had an orange turbo. He had the same doors as you.
And he looked like me?
Sure. Actually, I don't even know. I don't know what he looked like.
Oh.
I don't think I even focused on that.
Yeah, no, actually when I see
straight business, breaking down the rig.
Boom. Yeah, when I watched the video, I seen his car, and I'm like, right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool look.
Well, yeah, Racetober was a good time. Those guys, man, so many fast rigs show up there. It's ridiculous. I mean, this Hayabusa that's CVT driven, bananas. It's, wow. I don't even know, man. It's so different because, like, we set up our cars for trail riding, and it's like majority of the cars there are just focused to go super fast in a straight line.
Right.
And it is, I don't know. I drove Ed's X3, though, and that was the first time really ripping hard on an X3. Mm-hmm. I get it, guys. Those things are fast.
Yeah.
I understand it. But I would still choose my Turbo S over an X3 just because even though that X3 is definitely faster.
Right.
I don't know what it drives like in the trails per se, but even if it did as good as it did down the straight lines, I still wouldn't pick it because The inside of my Turbo S is just so much better. Built-in GPS, speakers, the whole shebang. I just think you get more bang for your buck, and they're easier to work on.
Yeah. Shout out to Ed for that car, too.
Ed?
Seriously.
Yeah, you're the man.
You are the man.
I've seen what that car's went through, and pretty impressive.
Super impressive. Now it looks awesome, dude. When I was chasing him around St. Helens, I'm like, that car looks like a little demon in the woods. Dude.
It does.
Just low cut. Sick,
with the high doors, man.
Yeah, the high doors. That was cool.
Nice stuff. But, yeah, let's move into what we're going to talk about today. New versus used. I mean, I guess I'll start it off. My whole experience of buying side-by-sides has always been new vehicles. I've always bought new turbos. My first one was in 2017. I bought a RZR Turbo, 64-inch. They didn't even have the Turbo S yet. Drove that for a year, and then no issues or anything. It was an awesome car. I mean, it got Nick hooked.
Yeah.
He came down, or came up here. He was living downstate. I took him for a ride. Changed his life.
Oh, big time. Seriously. That car was awesome, too. As soon as I rode in it, I'm like, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
This is what I've always dreamed of.
Exactly. I mean, you've never driven a side-by-side yet,
No,
right?
that was my first side-by-side experience at all.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude. That car was super sick.
It was ridiculous. And especially because, like, my first experience was, like, in a little RZR 800, 65 horsepower. And this had 168.
Right.
So, for first experience, that's the way to go, man. It's like some people, oh, I've been in a Ranger. It's like, no, you need to ride in the mini trophy truck. Like, you're in the wrong vehicle, dude. This is where it's at.
It's funny. Yeah, that's literally what it felt like, too, with a mini trophy truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember you were like, take it for a rip through the woods and just, oh, my God, dude.
I remember you just screaming and just, yes!
Yeah, dude, it was just unbelievable. Like, that adrenaline rush, that just love of, like, hauling ass, man, just came back. I'm like, this is too cool.
It's definitely, like, if you can get into it and you're, like, in the off-road thing, man, it's everything I dreamed of as a kid. I remember, like, seeing Yamaha Rhinos in the auto traders, being like, that looks super fun.
Yeah.
Really, it's not that fun, but having what we have today, but still probably back then I would have been like, wow, this is funner than a four-wheeler.
Yep.
But so I went from the 17 Turbo, and as soon as I saw the Turbo S trailer drop, I was done. And I'm like, don't even have my RZR sold, but I'm going to call up Babbitt's there in Muskegon, and I'm going to put a down payment on this bad boy.
Yeah.
And ended up selling my RZR, and then got the 18 Turbo S, and man, I fell in love a whole nother time. I mean, the first one was amazing, but I will say I didn't have anybody to really ride with at the time. I rode with a lot of dirt bikes.
Right.
When I got the Turbo S, my whole family started to get into it. I had people to ride with. It didn't matter they're in RZR 900s. I was just like, this is the bomb, dude.
Yeah.
This is like me watching YouTube videos. I'm like, oh, I'm living the dream.
That car, man, that Turbo S, that was the first year it came out.
Live
valve, and man, that car was sick, dude. That's when, like, okay, these things are little trophy trucks.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is nasty.
I didn't think it could be that big of a jump from the 17 to the 18. But man, once I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh, live valve suspension. I'm like, that's everything I want. I remember that's why I wasn't impressed when the 18s come out. I'm like, sounds cool, but it's the same car as mine.
Right.
But then it was like 72 inch, 168 horsepower, same as mine, but with the live valve and the GPS in the middle. I remember when I went to go get my 17, and I'm like, where's the GPS thing? Isn't that supposed to be in there? And they didn't even know what I was talking about. That's the worst part about this, is when you go buy a car and you know more than the dealer and stuff, even though I was wrong about that being in there, blah, blah, blah. They didn't know squat, man.
Right.
I'm like, how many clicks does this suspension have? I think that one had like something crazy, 24 clicks of suspension, that Fox suspension.
Yeah.
I mean, that's too much. That was another thing. Jumping from that to live valve, I'm like, oh, no more fine tuning.
Right.
That
Flip
you can't just
switch.
Yeah, especially going down the trail. It's like, oh, smooth. Now I'm going down whoops. Just boop.
Right.
Love it.
Totally.
Once you have live valve, you'll never not have live valve. That's pretty much how it'll go. Unless you're freaking RJ Anderson and you guys can set up your cars with some Walker Evans.
Yeah.
I don't think you can.
Right.
And then now, the car you guys all know of today, I got rid of my 18 with about 4,000 miles on it.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me tons of joy, but it was just kind of like I needed to put money into it, and it was just like, I don't know. I was just like, I could either dump a bunch of money into it and drive it, or get a new one and just kind of dump that money into the new one. It's like I'm always going to have a razor payment. It's like I don't pay off my cars. I'm using my whatever credit and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. It doesn't really bother me. I'm always going to have that payment. Doesn't bother me at the month at all. It's like
totally.
I don't think twice about it.
Well, you said it perfect, man, many times, that just take it for one drive and that payment just kind of goes out the window. You don't even think about it. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll make that payment.
Yeah, it's super easy decision.
Yeah.
And it's going over, like, I've had 3 RZR turbos, and pricing-wise, man, I'm trying to remember what I paid for my first one. I think it was something like, I added, like, accessories. I was being silly. I was younger and just
wanted the coolest.
Yeah, I'm like, my bank was just giving me money, it felt like. So I'm just like, I could get rims and tires and bumpers.
Yeah, throw it on.
I had no idea what I was doing. I decked it all out. I think I was paying something like 24, 25.
All right.
But the last 2 Turbo S's I've gotten from 18 to 21, so the first Turbo S to the last, I paid $26,500 with taxes out the door.
Right.
I mean, not bad pricing.
No, that's killer pricing. Brand new model.
Yeah, the first one I got in Muskegon at Babbitt's. Went to go get another one there. They didn't want to do the same price as before. So, excuse me, Bud Light. I went to Bob's in Ohio, Bob's Cycle and Repair. Look him up. Guy is super awesome, super friendly, and they still have the same prices as 18 to 21, so
right,
that's pretty killer.
And then the Turbo S, the 18 model, buying that thing brand new, it was super reliable.
Oh, it lasted a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's like one of the nice things about buying a new machine. You know, that thing just reliable. You knew the miles you put on it, all that good jazz, and then even when you sold it, got still a pretty good price out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I sold it for 18, and I paid $26,500. It did have a lot of accessories on it. Yeah. It was actually, I probably sold it for not like around today's time, people were selling their cars for some outrageous prices. I mean, I put it up there and it's sold within a week, and I had so many people hit me up. I will admit, some people were interested, and then all of a sudden they would send me a video and be like, "Is this you?"
Yeah.
And be like, "Yeah, that's me."
Yep. That might be the car.
So they changed their minds. I mean, I still took care of the car. I mean, if anything broke, it was fixed. Transmission broke, brand new put in.
Yep.
Front diff broke, brand new one put in. I mean, those are the only 2 things I broke on it.
Yeah, front diff and the transmission.
And a control arm.
Right.
That was it. I mean, that thing, for 4,000 miles, which doesn't sound like a lot, but side-by-sides are kind of finite. So that's the other thing, is and buying new versus used, is when you get a used car and it has 2,600 miles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what that guy did.
Totally,
you just don't know what that guy did, and these cars are just so finicky.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it's weird, especially today. You can buy a brand new car and then resell it for maybe even more money than you're getting.
Yeah, you really can.
It's crazy.
It is. And, obviously buying that new car, yeah, you know everything that's done to it. You know the miles that are put on it. You know how it's been driven, all that kind of stuff.
It's kind of fun building it,
yeah,
especially for us, because we're content creators in this niche and everything. And that's another thing, is sometimes we get support, so that's different than a regular person. It's like they don't get necessarily whatever aftermarket support because they're not a person in the industry. It's not like we get super breaks, but we have got breaks.
Yeah.
Not tons of them, but little ones here and there.
Yep. And, so like going back and like buying that new car, you know everything done to it. You buy the used car, and yeah, you don't know what the guy's done to it beforehand. And I've experienced both these cars. So the RS1, I know all the miles. I know everything that was done to that car. I know that car like the back of my hand.
Are you talking about how you've experienced a new one and a used car? Yeah, I got you.
Yep. So like me buying that RS1, I was so jacked, loved it. I polished that thing every day. you know it. I changed the belts on it like
Yeah.
a maniac, dude, just because I thought it would make it run better and last longer. And
He would go through a mud hole and it would be like get stuck or something. And he felt like he needed to change all the fluids, everything on it just to make the car better.
Oh yeah, I did it so many times. I would just change it. I would, even though I beat the heck out of it, I'd like crazy maintain that car. And honestly, right now it's got 5,000 miles on it.
Was it really?
Yep, 5,000 miles. And I'm not kidding. I can go out there, turn the key, and the car fires right up. It runs awesome. At the Manistee trails that we rode, it drove so good.
It's super reliable. I mean, it blows my mind. You've rolled it over 10 times, and it's still just flip it over, and she goes.
Fires up and goes. Love the car to death. But, you know, I know everything done to it. I maintained it, and that's what it shows, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So then buying the turbo, it's used, and it runs great. I love the turbo. I'm not, like, dissing or saying anything bad about buying used because, I mean, I got the car for a killer price.
Mm-hmm.
It was $20K is what I paid for it. And
What'd you pay for the RS1?
$14,600. So $14,600 brand new.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so then I paid $20K for the turbo, and it came with a ton of accessories.
It came with everything. I mean, there was, like, when we look at the car, we don't even know really where to go next. I mean, we'll go over everything on the car. It's ridiculous.
Like, honestly, like, the only other thing I can think about doing right now would be, like, high clearance A-arms.
You already did it.
Or, I'm sorry, trailing arms. Trailing arms. High clearance trailing arms. And then little things. Little cosmetic stuff.
I mean, what is done to the car? When you bought it, what were all the accessories that were on it?
Yeah, so when I bought the car, it had the Pro Armor front bumper, rear bumper, Pro Armor full doors, metal doors. It came with a Pro Armor light bar, front rear windshield, roof. It came with Aftermarket Assassin's exhaust, clutch, and tune from all the way up to level 6. So I have it set at 3 right now. And then it came with the ride command.
Oh yeah,
because the ride command and I'll get to the ride.
Stay
command.
tuned for the ride command thing.
And so this is the ride command kind of thing is going to be where it got me. That's where like
you guys will love to hear those.
Yeah. So
you paid $20K for an XP Razor Turbo, and what year is it? It's an 18.
18.
Right now, they don't even make them anymore, so we can't even compare. I can't remember what the prices were. These are also off Polaris website. If you call the Bob Cycle, it's cheaper than this. It's not MSRP.
Right.
But like right here, Razor Pro XP, just a base model, you're talking about 22. That's no bumpers. That's no shock therapy. That's no anything.
Right. So that'd probably be the closest comparison, 21.9. So I mean,
20 grand gets you just a regular 1000 XP 2-seater.
Right. That's actually not bad. Maybe.
I mean, if you call the Bob's, I mean, it'd probably be even better.
Yeah. Get it for 19. I'm just kidding, Bob. I don't know what you do.
15.
15.
We get it for 15? I don't want that, though, actually, Bob. Give me something else. We actually, here's a little insider scoop. We might have something come from Bob's.
Yeah,
That's all you guys get.
That's all you get.
That's
just
all you get.
Just a little bit.
And also, later in this episode, we're going to talk about the new Polaris model that's coming out. The Polaris Pro R.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, we're going to save that for the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what you paid for. You paid 20, then 14.5. The RS1 now is 16.
Yeah, I paid 14.6 out the door.
I know it's not that expensive at Bob's, so call it up.
But yeah, so so one of the things that like I was looking for when I was going to buy a used vehicle, because I knew I wasn't going to probably be able to afford a new one, and so I was keeping my eyes out for a used one, and I actually paid a little bit more than I wanted to, but I bought it because it had all the accessories, and so I'm reading it. It was close to my house, had all the accessories that I wanted. The miles were listed at 450 miles, so I'm like, man, there's like no miles on this turbo. And so yeah, I call them up, go over there, go to get the machine, drive it around. I love it. Yeah, here's us checking it out. I love the car.
I showed up after all this.
Yeah, he did. I was just so excited. I'm like, yes.
I kept telling him, I'm like, yeah, you should.
Oh, shock therapy springs.
Oh,
around
I
it.
said that. You forgot
Oh.
that part?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
This car probably had what? I mean, $5,000 maybe in accessories.
I feel like more than that, actually.
It might even be more than that.
Yeah, it might have been more than that.
I think you got a really smoking deal, even with this crazy thing we're about to tell you.
Yeah, totally. So I'm like I said, I'm not disappointed in the car. I love the car. It is crazy fun to drive. I love the look of it. I love what I'm doing with it. I love it. But going back to the RS1, I'm crazy on the maintenance, and I love just keeping my stuff and knowing where it's at in its life. So when I bought this car and I hear that there's 450 miles on it, and that's what I seen on the ride command, 450 miles. Sweet. All right, And
the guy also seems super nice. I don't want to dog on the dude that sold it to us, but
no, I'm not dogging on the dude, nothing like that.
But
nice guy at the time. And so when I bought the car, it's a 2018. So when I bought the car, I seen that there's 450 miles on the dash. That was one of the biggest selling points for me. And
it's a brand new car.
Brand new car, yeah, it's brand new. And I take it home. I didn't even take it home. We went straight to St. Helens. And we rode to St. Helens the next day, and all right, cool. And
retractable seat belts. That's another one right there, dude.
Yep. And the guy tells me, "Oh yeah, retractable seat belts.
How much are those?
$700. Yeah. Actually, I'm figuring out how to mount them right now. Like
on your Brick City fab cage.
I'm looking at these clamp things. So I'm talking to the guy, and the guy, I've never changed the oil. I've never done nothing like that. Oh, okay, you know what? But there's 450 miles on it, so all right, you know what? That's not too bad, And so I take the car, and then we go put like 100 miles on, a little more at St. Helens, and then a couple days later, some friends of mine text me and they say, "Hey, that car doesn't come stock ride command," and I didn't realize that.
Dude, what's weird is when I was looking over your car, I kind of thought about that for a second, but just didn't think twice of it.
Yeah.
Even if they did do it, like, whatever.
Yep. So I'm like, oh, that's weird, And so they let me know the miles are logged in the dash and not the ECU. So if you replace the dash on your car, it resets the miles to 0. Or if you buy a used dash, it takes the miles of whatever was on the used dash. It doesn't go off of what your car actually is at. The ECU doesn't log the miles. It logs the engine hours, but not the miles. So they buy a brand new ride command. The miles gets reset to 0. And I thought it was a little fishy that this was a 2018 that only had 450 miles. I said, that's a little weird. They barely drove this thing then. Barely drove it. And I'm throwing off a little bit here.
I'm sorry. Did you get messed up, dude?
I got messed up. So
basically what happened is like once he noticed this, his friends saw that on Facebook Marketplace, the same people that sold Nick this car had the stock dash on Facebook. They messaged them, asked how many miles are on the dash. The people said 1,200.
1,400, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, 1,400.
Yeah, I think there's 1,400 on it.
So realistically, once you do the math and add on to the ride command, I had almost 1,800 something miles.
1,900 miles, not 450 miles.
So it put in perspective, I sold mine at 4,000, kind of like not want to deal with problems.
Yep.
That's half of the life of what I sold mine at, and he's thinking he's getting 425 mile car.
Totally. So I was a little bummed on that. And when I found that out, especially when the guy told me, I never changed the oil, I never did anything like that. So now I'm like,
God, dude. Now you're saying it's 1,800 miles and you're saying that?
Huge.
Ooh.
So, I mean...
no front dip, no transmission. Like, you're supposed to do that stuff within the first 25 hours of the car.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, I found that out pretty early in buying the car, and that cut me deep. I was, ouch, this sucks. Did I just make a bad move? Well, I flushed all the fluids out immediately, and you could definitely tell there was 2,000 miles on that oil. Like, there was a ton
Did
of...
you check the oil when you bought the car?
I don't even think I did.
Nick was way too excited.
So excited to buy a turbo. Didn't even check it.
He already had it bought when I pulled in.
Oh, yeah, it did. It was literally, I was taking it home. I knew I was. And I'm glad I did, though. And that's the thing, I'm glad I did. I do not regret it. at all. Even though I got hit on that. So I guess what I should say is when you're buying a used car, definitely do your research on that car. What comes stock on that car? What's aftermarket on that car? What it does to the car? So if you're going and buying, so you're going and buying used, just do your research really, really thorough. Don't get that excited impulse. I'm gonna buy it, because sometimes it might not work out. So I've changed all the fluids in this car multiple times. I flushed it out. I flushed it out immediately. Ran it for like 150 miles, flushed it one more time, ran it for 250 miles, and I flushed it one more time, and now I got it back on like a regular oil cycle, and the car runs great. It runs really good. And now that we just put a new front diff in it, that's sweet. So that's good news there. The engine doesn't hiccup, nothing like that. So it runs really good. I feel like I saved her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I saved her. Now she's in my arms, and I can keep her safe. Just that's where she's at. And I love the car. So I don't have anything bad to say about buying used, especially when you do find a good deal, because I know other people out there that found great deals.
Yeah.
We got a couple other buddies. They just got into the RZR life, and they got awesome cars, in my opinion. They got them, and they do have low miles on them. They got, we checked them over. They got the dial clocks and all that other stuff, and so those ones do check out. But yeah, so when you buy used, just really know what you're buying. Really do your research on the aftermarket parts, the parts that are on that car, and then I would say feel the guy out, feel who you're buying it from, but
look for those old people.
Look for the old people, though. That's probably your best bet. If you can buy it from an old person.
No offense, guys.
Yeah,
no offense.
No offense.
But I know you take care of your stuff, usually.
100%. 100%. So, but yeah, you can see I'm still loving the car to death. I mean,
oh man, and like being in the car and seeing when it's like done and all the upgrades, like or whatever, how we did the control arms or radius rods. I mean, the car is driving brand new, it feels like, and it runs like a champ, man. Yeah. It's so nice. And
luckily, there's still a 2-year warranty on it. So I still got a 1.5-year warranty on it. I did get that. That's another thing I would look for in buying a used vehicle, is if there's a warranty still on the car itself.
Yeah. I know you guys are going to be like, there's aftermarket parts on it, blah, blah, blah. It's the only thing I can say about that is, like, get to know your dealer. Like, be friends with them. It sucks because it's hard to find a good dealership. It's really is. And we're very lucky to have Classic Motorsports in Traverse City to help us out, because those guys are really nice. Yeah, they're really nice, and they do whatever they can for you no matter what.
Yeah, they really do, man. So I mean, obviously I know where the whole life of the RS1's at, and the car runs great. I didn't know where half of this life was on this car. I felt like she was abused, and I've rescued her. So, I mean, I'm happy with both the buys. Yeah. I really am. And the thing about about buying the used thing, too, is I just looked for that aftermarket, and it was loaded up with the doors and just...
You got a good deal.
Yeah, I got a really good deal on it.
Like, my whole thing is I personally probably wouldn't buy used if I can financially do it, I'll probably always buy new. The only reason I would probably buy used if I was trying to get like a race car or something. Something I didn't like. I don't know. I like building it up. Also, I just am a little psycho when it comes to like knowing what happened in the car. I feel like I have a brand new car and I'll do stuff and I'm like, yeah, it's broken. It's broken. I'm like, I destroyed it. I hit a jump. I hit a big bump. So maybe that's just me for a peace of mind. But Nick has had good experience, and I mean, I see both sides of the table, and maybe not everybody can financially afford the car they want, so they'll go used and find that good deal. Yep. And that's probably a better route than not having the car that you want. 100%. As long as you get that good deal and you know you're not getting ripped off.
Yeah, find that good deal, and like I said, just make sure you really do the research on that car. Like, look it over. Don't impulse buy on it. Like I bought on this one, even though, I mean, I would have called the guy out
if we would have knew.
If we would have known, but
know where you live, dude. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. No, I love the car. I'm not upset with it.
Look how happy Garrett is, man.
Yeah.
I'm not in a dirt bike. It's worked out, man. And like the other thing is the warranties. It's like buying the used car, getting the warranty, awesome. I mean, if it all works out. And if you get a new car, I recommend getting the warranty. if you're not mechanically inclined or just period, I can work on my car, but also like these parts can be pretty expensive. I've used my warranty multiple times for my front diff, my transmission right there. Either of those parts paid for my 5-year warranty. Here's another tip. You can get it cheaper than what they say. They try telling you $2,100, $2,500 for a 5-year warranty. That's not the real price. No. You can get it lower. Bargain with them. These dealers will bargain with you.
Totally.
I mean, I've gotten as cheap as $1,400 for a 5-year warranty. I don't know if I should have said that. I don't know if I should have said that. But I said it.
Should I not say what I paid for mine then?
What'd you pay for yours?
My RS1?
Yeah.
So when I bought it, cheaper than $1,400.
All right, Nick. Yeah, what'd you get yours for?
I actually remember the exact number. It was $1,297.
All right. That's even crazier of a deal, man. These are all from different dealerships. It's literally just bargaining with the people. So it's the way it works.
I remember when I bought my warranty, you don't actually even have to buy a Polaris warranty. You can buy an aftermarket warranty.
I don't recommend it, though.
No, I don't recommend it either. And the thing about the aftermarket warranty is they say it covers everything that the Polaris warranty covered. Okay, I don't know if it's changed now. This is when I bought the RS1. I don't know if it's different.
That's always their selling point.
Yeah, and the thing about it, though, was they gave you a piece of paper, and you had to keep that piece of paper with you. And if you lost that piece of paper, you're SOL, dude.
That's the most important piece of paper in your life. That's like the Declaration of Independence.
The guy's like, you have to keep it in your safe and keep it safe at all times. He's like, now the thing about the Polaris is you get logged into the Polaris database. They just look your name up. Oh, you got this car. Bing, bang, boom.
Because the other one's a scam.
Yeah.
I mean, even
if you just lost your paper, you're just like, my dog ate it. They're like, oh, yeah, too bad.
Yeah, I heard that one before. Yeah, I recommend getting the warranty. I mean, just a front diff will pay for itself, basically.
100%. And then, like,
power steering, whatever it is, it could be something so silly. Because, I mean, even if you buy new, you hear all the horror stories. I mean, personally, I've never had them, but somebody gets a brand new car and they're like, man, it's freaking power steering's holding it to the left. My clutch exploded.
Right.
Whatever it may be.
Yep. And that's one of the things, like, about me having the used one, and I still got the 2-year warranty on it, that it runs really good. The time I've had it, I know I've been able to put all this oil through it and cycle it kind of back to a nice, healthy life. So if anything does happen in the next couple years, it probably would be more on my end.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I mean, the RS1, I can't believe it. It holds up great.
Yeah.
It's one of the toughest, best bang for your buck cars out there, man.
Totally. If you're comfortable with riding by yourself, it's the best bang for your buck. You're absolutely right. I mean, it is so tough. Like, that car is, I love that. It's still one of my favorite things to drive. Like, when we were out in the forest there, Manistee, took me a little bit to get used to the steering wheel. That's the one thing I don't like about it now, though, is the steering wheel. Before, I loved it. When you were like, oh, dude, it's a bus every time. Yeah, you drive the thing. And I'm like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I was so used to it. And then after driving the turbo with the Sparco wheel, which was an aftermarket part on that car as well.
Another thing. And that wheel's expensive, dude. That's like $700 right there.
Yep.
Dude, you got like 7-8 grand in accessories.
Oh, for real. It was one of the things that seriously sold me on the car. I'm like, this car has everything. And if I wanted to, he had these really sick-ass rims and tires. I can't remember what they were, though. But I told him because he wanted 22 with the tires and rims. And I'm like, can you go lower? And he's like, well, I'll put stock tires on it. I'm like, that's fine. But what we're talking about, the RS1?
Yeah, how cool it was.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Here, let's bring in one more person to give their opinion on buying used, because we got one more in the group. All right, quick little break here before we get to Jake. We want to talk about one of our sponsors for the podcast, Brunton's Last Resort. You've seen it in one of our previous episodes where we went out there in St. Helen and hung out for a whole weekend and drove all the beautiful trails in St. Helen. I cannot say enough good things about Brunton's Last Resort. They got 4 cabins there. They're newly remodeled inside. It's beautiful. It's like you ain't just staying at some nasty Airbnb, you don't know nothing about it, you can look them up right on Facebook, see all the pictures, talk to Chad personally, who owns this, which I, again, can't say enough good things about him. You have any questions or anything you need, he's your guy. He's going to hook you up. The pricing is not outrageous. It's, again, if you want to go up to St. Helen, which is probably has some of the best trail riding in all of Michigan, stay at Brunton's Last Resort. He's your guy. You can drive right from there to the trails, and you're not staying at a nasty place. You got 4 beautiful cabins to choose from, and you can find them right on Facebook, and there's a link in the description. So click on that description, Brunton's Last Resort. There's going to be a link to it. It'll take you right to his page. You can see the phone number, all the shebang. Call up Chad. Get yourself a spot at Brunton's Last Resort before it comes wintertime. Or, hey, maybe you're a sled head. Brunton's is still going to be there. You can get a cabin there and ride all the trails there on your sled, because I know tons of sleds go up there and rip. So, got a side-by-side, ATV, dirt bike, sled. Hit up Brunton's Last Resort. And let's get back to this podcast. Let's see what Jake thinks about buying new versus used. All right. So, like we're just talking about buying used vehicles. Jake has experience with buying used vehicles. So, we just talked about how I've only bought new vehicles. I've had 3 brand new RZR turbos. Nick has bought a brand new RS1 and then a used RZR turbo. We talked about how much we paid for them, the parts that were on it. So we wanted to give your opinion on like your experience with buying used and what you would do in the future for your next buy.
Yeah, I bought a 2016 Polaris RZR 1000. Non-turbo, as you guys have seen. Man, it's been a long journey with this thing, dude. Like, it's like a love-hate relationship. It all depends on your riding style, I guess, at the end of the day. It would last if you baby it, but that's not what dirt dudes do, man.
No, that's what you don't do. I will admit, I've been known to baby every now and then. I'm probably not on that side anymore. Lucy's had her roles, so.
She's got her battle ones.
You know, honestly, it's a fair choice to go used, I would say, if you're just getting into it.
That's a good point.
Not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Be ready, though. Be ready for having to replace parts.
Yeah, I mean, Nick didn't really have to replace anything. His stuff all held up.
Yep.
But Jake, how many miles were on your car when you bought it?
2,000.
2,000
miles to be exact.
So
and,
almost as much as Nick's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Given though mine was up, I got the suspension, so mine's a little bit beefed up on it.
Yeah.
They get it.
And you just don't know the riding style of
Totally.
what the person did before. Even if they say they babied it, you just never know. You just never know.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely agree to that.
It's like, Jake, how many things did you have to almost replace right off the bat?
The drive shaft and the front disc.
Oh, yeah, that was on your first ride, right?
Oh, yeah, brother.
Yeah, you and Nick racing each other at Twisted Trails.
That's right.
He just came down and just held her to the wood as it landed.
Yeah, that was maybe the 8 feet in the air.
Yeah, that might have been driver error.
Yeah, that was super send.
It all depends on what you want to do with it. If you're into it like we are, you already know that you want to go fast and do fun stuff. You probably should go new. If you're putting around the backyard and just doing flight trail riding, family stuff, and it's new to you, I would highly suggest getting the used.
Yeah, it just depends also with the market too. It's like, don't just if you want something right away, don't just go and buy it from somebody because it's there, unless you can afford it. Because nowadays people are really jacking up the prices. You really got to hunt down on that marketplace to get the good deal.
That's
yeah.
Thankfully, I got my RZR from my cousin. So I kind of knew the history behind it, to be honest. But, if you're going with somebody that you don't know and you're buying from a random buyer, know what you're looking at, because you could get into a world of troubles here and there.
How much did you pay for yours?
$13,800.
$13,800. So that's like another thing. It's like you have a wife or a fiance, so you need another seat. It's like, but if he didn't,
Yeah.
he would probably go buy an RS1 because it's almost the same price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
it's like it's pros and cons to the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. The biggest thing is you're sometimes playing roulette with the used car. It's like you don't know if
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's what it is sometimes with the used market. But
That's why you want him to be 80 years old when you show up.
Yeah. It's just too fast for me. Perfect.
yeah,
So,
definitely, man.
so what would you try doing in your next buy?
I'm going brand new.
He's going
I'm in
brand
it to
new.
win it. Yep, in it to win it. That has to happen. I want right off the factory line. I don't want anybody else to touch it. So I know the history. It's gonna have to be a turbo, man.
Yeah, especially now that you know how to drive the car too, because it is a learning experience. Like you don't just know how to drive a trophy truck off the bat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm happy that I went the route that I did.
Good learning experience.
Hands down, yeah. For the learning experience, going with the 1000, maybe on a budget a little bit, because you never know. It might not have been for us.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out and buy a brand new rig and spend a bunch of money, and not use it as much as you would think. But it's different in our case. We fell in love, Dirt Dudes for life. It's time to make the investment. I would say it's an investment.
Jake wants to go turbo bad. He's hopefully by next season he's got that power. He needs it.
Yeah. I'd love to have two cars. I mean, race cars. 1000.
You're thinking about that, aren't you? Because next year the RBOR race might be having a straight NA division. So
that'd be
Nick's
sweet.
got it figured out, dude. He's got the RS1 for the race car and a darn nice rig for a trail car, dude. And it's beefy.
Until you race your trail car and things happen.
Until you race that one.
Hey, that gets upgraded.
That's true. No more racing it though, I'll tell you that.
Well, thanks for giving us your opinion, dude. So he's saying basically, if you're getting into it, maybe go use just to feel it out so you're not breaking the bank. And when you go to resell it, you're just losing all that money as soon as you drive out the parking lot.
True.
Yeah, it loses value as soon as she leaves the parking lot. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. It's just like a pickup truck. Well, appreciate it, man. I wish I was going to see you this weekend.
I know, man. It's all right. I'll see you next time.
All right. We'll be ripping Silver Lake next, guys. Bye, Jake. Here.
Later,
Cheers.
dude.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man.
I know you have a Busch Light. Where is it at, dude? Or a Busch Apple? What is it, dude? Oh, it's a Busch Light. Oh, he's hunting. He's a hunter. All right. Later, man. All right.
Yeah, solid point there, If you're just getting into it, maybe just go used.
That is a good point, man.
Yeah, that is a good point.
It's like, because you just, you lose a lot of money when you do leave the parking lot. I mean, maybe not nowadays, but it won't always be like that. It won't always be like that. All right, dude. Should we go into the Pro R? Or, that pretty much concludes it.
On the new news, I guess, yeah. So, and just final thoughts. It's not bad to go used by any means, in my opinion. I love my turbo. I love all the aftermarket parts that were already on it. The build already is coming along. Unbelievable. It's just, I wish I knew more about what I was buying when I bought it.
Yeah, that is a big thing, man.
Yep.
I thought I knew a lot about razors when I went to go buy it, but realistically, I did not.
So when you go to buy used, which I think you just got to really do your homework, really do your research. Don't just be like, oh, there's a good deal on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and buy it. Take a minute, shop around. Expand your territory, look around all over the place, and really look for that good deal. And just, like I said, really do your research on the car. If there's aftermarket parts on it, look them up. Like the Ride Command thing that I got hit with, my one buddy, when he was looking for a car, he sent me the exact same situation. Dude, look at slow miles. It was a 2017, 2018 at Ride Command. I told him, dude, that's not the correct miles because that's not a
car
stock.
that comes with
Yep,
it.
those guys are trying to pull the same or same stuff. And
Easy.
yeah, my bad. And he backed out of the deal and waited a couple more days, and he found a way better deal. He found a 4-seater, 1,000, super low miles, good car, and he loves it.
It's worth it to just wait for that good deal. If you're if you're in the market for it, I know it sucks if you want it right away, but
Yep, and that's the other nice thing about buying used. You get the car right away. You don't have to wait. It's not on back order.
Depending. It's like, if you jump back just a couple years ago, you could go right in the dealership and get whatever car you wanted. It wasn't an issue.
Yeah, that's right.
Today,
that's true.
You're going to order and you might wait a long time.
Yep.
Longer than you want.
So
longer than you want.
So yeah, I'm not opposed to buying used. Just look for those things. And now buying new, there's no questions about it. It's obviously the best route to take.
I have zero regrets.
Yeah, you have a brand new car. There's no questions asked. Everything's fresh. Everything about that happened to that car. You're gonna do that car.
Mm-hmm.
You get the only downside is you got to pay top dollar for the vehicle. And
not necessary unless you go to Bob's Cycle.
Yeah, unless you go to Bob's Cycle. Go to Bob's Cycle. He will hook you up. And then you got to pay for the aftermarket parts. But if you're into that and you want to build it, then you get to build that car how you want to build that car, all that good jazz.
Yes, exactly. So that covers it. I recommend new, but go use if you want to, because here's 2 examples of why it's worth it. And it's all up to you guys. Best thing you can do is your research. So if you watch this video, you did some research, good for you, man.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yep, kudos.
But let's move on to the cool thing that just happened here. Hoonigan, man, they just did a video with RJ Anderson on the Polaris Pro R. So this thing has been in speculation for who knows how long, 2 years, a year. Man, and Hoonigan got to drop it with RJ. It would be so cool to do something with Hoonigan.
Aren't you friends with those guys?
I don't know. Maybe you guys will get to see something about them. Who knows? On my channel.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy, right? Little us. Nobodies. But we're going to go through the video a little bit here and pause it here and there and do some breakdowns on what we see and what we know about the car. 100% sure on how this whole thing works. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. Again, speculation. Don't know. But what I do know is it's really wide. Could be 72, 74 inches. I'm pretty sure it's naturally aspirated. It does not have a turbo. It's 5 lug, so bit beefier there. That's awesome. And it's the Pro XP body style. So you get that same design there with the good seating that everybody likes, and maybe not the looks, but I will say it looks a heck of a lot better than a 64-inch Pro XP.
Yep.
It's got some crazy trailing arms on it. I can see with.
Right there, even coming out, you guys can notice that the suspension in the front actually connects to the lower A-arm.
Yeah, we'll get a better shot of that. That's a crazy thing to change the geometry in this vehicle, how it has longer travel with the suspension that actually splits and goes through the axle it almost, to the lower control arm.
It does. It like forks over the axle, and it does connect to the lower A-arm. It's pretty wild, and you can see that the control arms on it, and they have to be stock control arms.
They have to be. Unless they got a hold of HCR or something, they're like, hey, make us these.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
But yeah, look at that. That is nuts, dude.
That's nuts.
And
he got so close to eating it, man.
That right there, I'd be like,
Yep, I'm dying. He's looking at he's looking at the roofs. He's looking at the roofs of the building.
Boom. He's looking straight at the road.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's definitely not stock suspension either, guys.
No.
But all right, here's an example. There's 28 miles on the car. I'm just kidding. That's not what I'm talking about. But that's about 8,500 RPMs at 53. That's not nothing too crazy. I thought I saw it. Oh, it's jumping. It's getting up there to almost to 9.
Yeah, that's peak power, 86, 87.
It's got to be like a higher revving car, though. It sounds like it. I'll turn up the volume here a little bit so you guys can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it there. It sounds so different.
Yeah, it does sound great. And for being a naturally aspirated car,
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds nasty.
It does. It sounds really good.
So yeah, you can see right here, pretty decent, how the shock right here comes down through the upper A-arm and then forks over the axle and connects to the lower A-arm.
Right there. There is this weird like torsion bar or something like going through the trailing arm. And also the sway bar link is like 8 miles long.
Yeah, that could be, we were thinking earlier, maybe that could be the engine being so big that they had a maybe.
We are not experts.
Yeah, we are not experts. We're just taking guesses.
We are talking right out our stink holes.
Yeah,
man.
we have no clue.
Right there you can see like that torsion bar thing I was talking about.
Oh yeah, there's a good shot of it.
I mean, that's crazy. It looks like a Turbo S trailing arm, and it's just popping right up to the frame up there. It looks so cool.
It does look cool.
Man. And his addition is Walker Evans, but I'm sure they'll have the live valve.
Oh, I'm sure.
RJ's a Walker Evans boy, so.
Yep.
Right there's another shot of you can see it going right into the inside of the trailing arm and linking up. Wow. Yeah, you can see how long the sway bar link
Wait a
is.
second. I'm just going to throw this out there. Could that be the emergency brake? His handbrake?
No.
Look at it. It looks like it runs right to the caliper.
That was on the car when they had the leaked photos.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That just thought.
I mean, it would just
I have
be
no
another,
idea.
It would just be a brake line.
Oh, would it?
Yeah.
I thought it'd have to be a mechanical one for some reason. All right.
All right,
That
moving
thought
on.
just popped in my head, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
I think you're wrong. Look at that inside with that e-brake. Oh, no, that's a car. That's not a RZR. Man, that's sick, man.
That is sick. And it's what a cool ride all around. I mean, the livery wrap on it.
I mean, he just jumped on the stairs.
I know. Like,
Awesomeness, man. And it was flush.
yeah, that was better landing than his first jump.
Yeah, that's dang sure. Grip and the e-brake. What were some of the things we noticed about the car earlier when we were watching?
Well, the suspension how it connects in the A control arms in the front. We noticed the sway bar being huge. Maybe it does. Look right here. It kind of maybe comes up and then
It does,
goes
dude.
over the engine that way.
It does.
Yeah,
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, so I think the engine's so big.
You gotta have a huge
You gotta
sway
have a
bar
huge sway
above
bar.
it.
So big.
Think those mud flaps are stock?
Totally, dude. Let's play this mud flag off.
Yeah.
P-flaps.
You buy a Pro R, you can just jump right onto Venice Beach
Yep.
or wherever the heck this is.
And they come stock looking just like that.
All right, guys. I got a question for you. If you've seen this video, do you think these guys sandbagged? This is a drag race between these guys. I know Blake Wilkie's just doing a wheelie, but
I mean,
this trophy truck, I want to know if it's really faster than the trophy
me
truck.
too. Like, is he not giving it all?
It sounds like he is. I don't know. It's hard to say. They could be making fake noises.
They could be making fake noises.
That's super impressive if it's that fast.
Yeah, I want it to be that fast.
I do.
I want it to be like that. I hope he's giving it everything he's got in that.
It looked like it was
is
getting
just-
him on the
Yeah,
top end.
It looked like, yeah.
Damn, he was sliding sideways 49. Whee! It sounds so crazy, man.
It does.
Jumping low riders, guys. That's what Pro Rs do. He's a professional lowrider driver. That's what it said at the bottom. And that's that. That's the little knowledge we know.
Yeah. Just the little things that we've seen. We watched it earlier and kind of examined it a little bit and tried finding the things that we noticed. And I'm excited to see it. So what, November 9th is when they completely release the car and all the
get all the
specs
deets on it.
Yeah, the deets on it.
Hey, Polaris.
You want to give us one?
You want it? You don't have to give us it. You can demo it to us.
Yeah, demo it to us, please.
We'll sell so many of these things in Michigan.
Yeah, dude.
More than side-by-side blog. I'm just kidding.
10 times more.
I wish.
Yeah, I know.
I'll lie, though, and say I will.
Side-by-side blog, can we come down and
they drive Can-Ams, right? I will drive the out of that thing, dude.
Yeah, that's... It's a cool car, man. I mean...
Look at that thing. It's beautiful.
The front... Like, wait till you see the control arms on this thing. Like, stock,
they're so beefy.
So beefy. They're huge. Look at that.
Look at those things.
That's mega.
Yeah, right there's a good shot of those
Is
forks.
that how that's not the same hood
as the Pro XP right now?
As the Pro XP, right?
I'm not sure.
That just seems a little different profile.
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
If Polaris would hook us up with a Pro XP, I would probably know.
Yeah, we would know.
And we would sell so many of them for you guys.
Lots.
Yep. We'd break it down. And that's if it's a good car. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie. I'll be honest. Unless you told me to lie. I'm just kidding. I want to do that to you guys.
Unless they give us a new car.
And if it gets to that point, if we're winking all weird, you guys get it, man.
That's it.
You guys get it. We're doing what we have to do, man.
Yep.
We don't
it's smooth.
We don't want to be hauling cars in masonry forever. Man.
No, we don't.
Man. All right. I say that pretty much wraps it up, man.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Get a Pro R?
I'll tell you what, if I'm buying new again.
Look at that. Look, it's got the center. I missed it. But it's got a center exhaust like a Can-Am.
Yeah, that I actually don't really like.
Looks ugly.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that look.
Grow up, Polaris. And sponsor us. Jacob, why are you calling me right now?
He's not done talking. He forgot something.
I can't talk right now, bro.
Sorry, dude.
Bro. All right. Well, that wraps it up. Yep. Tell us what you think of the Pro R. Tell us what your opinions are on buying new versus used.
Yeah.
And also, one last little thing here. Our next podcast, we want to do the Hot Ones Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Please leave comments below of asking us questions. The 10 questions we pick, we'll send a little merch thing to.
There you go. I like that.
Some stickers, maybe shirt, who knows? But you'll get sent something.
So 10 questions?
We need 10 questions.
And then 10 wings. So every question, we eat the wing. And then we answer the question.
Ooh, well, we might actually need 20 questions.
20 wings?
No, because 10 questions specifically for you. And 10 questions specifically for me, or they got to be like broad and we can both answer them.
There you go.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, Hot Ones on YouTube, look it up. He interviews people and they eat 10 wings and it gets spicier and spicier. And when they eat the spicy wing, he asks them a question. So we'll probably have Lauren asking us questions.
There you go.
As we eat these very intense spicy wings. Nick is not the greatest with heat.
No, I'm not.
I'm better, but I know it will hurt.
Yeah, I'm not good with them at all. Like, honestly,
Should we do it live? That's another question. Do you want us to do it live? Or do you want me to edit?
That's a good question.
Editing it will probably be better. It will be a better video. But if you guys want to watch along, see it live, let us know.
Yeah, totally.
All right, that wraps it up, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching. And if you want some dirt merch, hit up dirtdudes UTV at Gmail, and we'll send you some shirts that we have personally. Or if you just want to order it right online, head to our Teespring account. There's a link right in the description. Same as our Patreon. There's another link in the description if you want to help us out. We're trying to do this full time.
Yep.
And we appreciate it. If you don't, we don't care. We appreciate you just for watching. Thank you so much.
Yep. Appreciate it, you guys. Big thank you to everybody that donates for the Patreon. Brunton's Last Resort. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
And this will be a nice little ender because this is a good little saying for buying new versus used.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Oh, Doug's on the screen.
Doug. Nick's in the background.
Yeah.